So this is the second foray, and I'm going to try to read a little bit from what I wrote down. One of the points I said I was going to make was that I was going to come to say that I am glad that I am international. And by the term international, that is what we are missing as people of African descent. The only person that was able to pull that international punch out was either Nelson Mandela, who was jailed for 27 years, later became president of the country, and left office when he was getting ready to leave office. He did some of his finest to bring him to power was even bankrolled abroad, because they were what you call grassroots fundraising that was done over in America or stuff like that. The second person that has been able to transcend above the boundary of common men and common women is Barack Obama. In his own case, it's not really the one that did that. It was Michelle that did him what he is, because Michelle herself is being, they are pushing her to go into this new race with to dislodge Joe with a quote and unquote Biden. I'm not thinking that she should go in because she doesn't have no political credentials, and anyone she run out against, they're not going to, she won't be a president. The president that can be a president today is Hallie. So what I'm saying is that what we are lacking as a tribe is somebody to be able to speak internationally. And that is what I bring in, because with Blinken going to Nigeria, pretty much they are treating that country like what they call a Hamlet. A friend of mine already told me that way back, that the country is being treated like a Hamlet. So my thing is that we need to, for us to be able to have to be able to be able to move forward, we're going to have to change that to come to the realization that so long as we are being treated irrelevant, we are never going to ever be able to make it, because those people who are treating us irrelevant were the epitomizers. Whether it was through what you call minds over matter, or through what you call connected at the hip, stuff like that. So as I said I was going to read from him. He says the solution will have to be dated into reversing the primordial time. Fear factor is real. I want to also say that. If I do not do this, nobody else will do it, and I want to leave that one there. So I was looking at my notes. There was the article that came from CNN in Opinion Victory, where they said Trump lost it about opinion of CNN. He said, I do not agree with America is not being a racist country vis-a-vis. I don't agree with that, even though that's how they played. It's not a racist country. High in the air, a country that even at the White House have the sweat equity of the slave was the one they used building on the White House. How could you say that? I personally may not have. I think what Licky was really saying was that she experienced racism not from the angle of being to the point where she got marginalized, ostracized, or dehumanized, but she saw it at the periphery. I personally, in America, since I've been here, I feel racism at the ferry. But with my attention deficit disorder, anything that comes around me just blow away. It doesn't stay. Nothing sticks with me. So I could have as well said that I know racism, I've experienced it, but it didn't stick with me. But the good news about me was that I did not try to make a mountain become a molehill. I sticked around with my brethren and sistren. I stayed with them at the grassroots level. When I found, instead of me to try to climb to the top, I stayed with them. I did what they would do, menial jobs with them, hang out, drank, break bread and everything. So as compared to those people who may have just have got here and decided to say, okay, I'm going to just bamboozle my way through this thing and then become who I am not, and said that even though your father is black, your mother is black, your uncle is white, your aunt is black, your child is black, you then say, no, I'm not black. I'm not black. I'm gringo. Stuff like that. But I did stay true to my brethren. And that is the qualification that I am planning to be able to take back into making it possible for me to endorse those women, people who are coming up, of African descent who are wanting to become political, because right here in where I'm currently at right now, my back is against the wall, and I can even tell you that I'm in the library, and the library is packed with what you call people who are suffering, because when Biden came into power, he was going to be slanted by Putin. And to save the democracy in America, Biden has to stand up against him. And then what later became where arms are now being given to Ukraine to fight the war, irrespective of the fact that they were the one that encouraged Ukraine to get rid of their nuke. If their nuke was there, Putin was not going to be able to say he was going to be annexing or planning to go and fight there or stuff like that. So the way it is right now is that Putin knew there was another front line when the cover came in. When the cover came in, he then just bamboozled himself into it and wreaked havoc in the world, and it's causing a lot of people a lot of pain. America has already spent billions and billions and billions buying arms and ammunition for Ukraine, and the money they have spent there, that's the only problem I have with this administration. The money they have spent there could have been spent within the United States for those people who are currently suffering. He's doing all this minor hiatus, start giving out some money to elderly, this one, that. Those ones are just pocket change. The damage has been done with the spending. I think they are coming up with a new money now, and those people are tying it into what you call the Southern border, because they already passed 1 million people that already got into it. Do you know that more than 1 million people died under the former president because he was playing politics with what I recorded yesterday? I think I am really up there now, and I'm going to try and pack it up and see that as we are now. So I did say that if Haley doesn't win, the GOP The only reason she didn't win is because she is being marginalized. They don't like her because she's a woman, and they don't like her because she's not an American, and they don't like her because they believe that in a Judeo-Christian country, a child of immigrant who has a background in Hindus cannot become a president of this nation. They may not say that, even though they know she's the only one that can rescue this country from what problem they're currently going through. So, Trent, he said, nor do I believe that the country, to the GOP politics, that the LGBT rights are not being trampled on. It's on the spur of the turn. Again, America is sitting on the war chest of soft and hardware, vis-a-vis people of African descent globally sitting on the empty plate digitally. We marginalize, ostracize, and dehumanize. By definition, all STEM. This starts with the whole and shovel, which means all this technology that America is sitting on, they stole it from Africa. Let me make it very clear, I am not going into politics. I've had my fair share of being called to go and run for office, and I did well on that part by not eating. So I'm not interested in it. Unless if I'm called to come and rule, I will do it again, but I am not interested in politics. All I'm interested in is, you can define me as somebody who's